Hi, welcome to this week's Chicken Chat session, and I'm Jody Callahan. I've been with Bavarian Inn Restaurant for 25 years, and I have been working on Thanksgiving Day sketching, planning for about 15 of those years. One reason that sketching and the planning of where the reservations go are so special to me is because I learned this from Marie Factor, who was a very, very long-term employee here. She taught me many things, but sketching was just a small aspect of that. So I feel like that by getting to work with her, I get to carry a piece of her on forever or until I'm done, and hopefully I can pass it on to the next generation. The very beginning of the process is, of course, making the reservations. Without the guests, we wouldn't be able to celebrate as big as we do here at Bavarian Inn. We serve about 4,500 people that day alone. We can see up to 1,200 guests at one time in our 7 dining rooms. We are involved in so many families' traditions, and that makes me proud to work here with Bavarian Inn. I have been blessed to have much of my family work here, so we still get to spend Thanksgiving Day together, and just in a different aspect. So once we have all the reservations made and everything is all filled, about a week before we will start to actually plan where all the reservations will be seated. Thanksgiving reservations and the preparations for them are really continuous.
So Thanksgiving is just about a week and 1 day away.
Absolutely.
I know we did a dish inventory recently, and I can tell you I ordered 30 cases of large platters, I ordered 20 cases of large bowls, and I ordered 15 cases of soup cups and lots of other miscellaneous things. I think based on the numbers from last year, we're going to be looking pretty good. I can tell you I spent over $10,000 on this last order. The China cost was looking really good until I placed that order.
Now you just hope it all gets here on time, right?
Yeah, it'll get here for sure. There were a couple of special order items, the salad bowls, which we hadn't ordered a lot of lately, so those will be here definitely before Thanksgiving.
What do you think those numbers on guests will be for that day?
I'm guessing pretty close to 5,000. Looking at last year's, I think we were just shy of that, so hopefully with the increased guests that we've been serving and the weather's looking pretty good, I think we should be on track with that.
And I think our turkeys were at about 167.
Yeah, that's what we're looking at, and 5 of those are for the team members that day. We always want to provide them a good quality meal as well.
And we got those takeouts too.
Yeah, I ordered 50 whole turkeys for the takeout, and the last count we had was 23. So we have a ways to go, but it is a week out, and so many of that is last minute. If you remember last year, I had to go to Kroger to buy the last 2. One thing about working on Thanksgiving, we do feel a lot of pride that families do come from all over the state of Michigan to have a wonderful Thanksgiving, not only with us, but with their families as well. So that is one thing that we take a lot of pride in, knowing that there's not many places that can handle the volume and the large gatherings that we can. There'll be any given time we may have parties of 20 or 30 where they're all seated at one table. So we take a lot of pride in knowing that we can accommodate those guests as they want to be seated together as a family, because it's really important, especially on Thanksgiving.
What would you say about those aromas just walking in that day?
It's really strong. You can actually start smelling the turkey
I can
and
smell
some
it
of the
coming
baked
down those
goods
steps by the
outside.
dike, by
Absolutely
the
right.
river, yeah,
You
actually.
hit that concrete and that vestibule, and you can already smell the aromas of pumpkin pie and turkey.
It's definitely a different smell than the chicken, that's for sure.
It is. It is.
So when guests are calling to make these reservations throughout the entire year, our front office team will be setting these up as we go. Then when we get down to about a week and a half before, the front office team will also be calling guests back to confirm their reservations, make sure they're still coming, make sure they have the same number of guests they were initially planning on, and selling those last minute pies that we may not have thought about a year in advance. On behalf of our entire team here at the Bavarian Inn Restaurant, the joy and pleasure that we get from serving your families and being a part of your family traditions year after year is truly irreplaceable. Thank you for joining us on this week's Chicken Chat. We hope to see you soon. Guten Tag.